I'm James O'Brien, physical therapist, and this is my review of the Trail Thrasher Pro from LEMS. Overall, this is a great shoe, and in this video, I'm going to talk about all the reasons why I think this is a great shoe. But there are some minor areas for improvement as well. So if you're interested in learning more about the shoe, let's get started. So this does have a great secure fit. I have to say, I really like the lacing system. This shoe just wants you to go out and get dirty. I swear, sometimes I hear it. It's like, oh, tie me up. I just want to get dirty. Oh yeah, I'm so dirty. Let's get dirty. And I'm like, dude, who honestly talks and plays with their shoes like that? I do. I talk like that and play with my shoes like that. All right, so here is the side view of the LEMS Trail Thrasher Pro. So the difference between the original Trail Thrashers and this is that this shoe has a waterproof membrane, and they upped their game and decided to put the Vibram Megagrip sole on this shoe. If you're not familiar with Vibram Megagrip, so Vibram right here makes a lot of rubber for a variety of different shoes, and one of their compounds is Megagrip. I talk about this in many of my other videos, and Megagrip lives up to its name in that it does a superb job of gripping on like natural terrain. So if you're walking on like wet slab, rocks, like roots and dirt, on the trails, Megagrip is amazing. It really lives up to its name, and it's not the heaviest of rubbers, and it doesn't mark, which is really nice. Unlike some of those old school rubbers, you do this, you get like a big black mark there. No good. I would say overall, Megagrip doesn't really do any better of a job on like unnatural terrain, like this plastic right here. But again, on like wet rocks and stuff like that, it really lives up to its name. All of my trail shoes now have Vibram Megagrip, so I'm very picky about that. All right, so if we're looking at the shoe from the side, you can see that this is a zero drop shoe, meaning that the heel and the forefoot are the exact same height. That puts you in a natural position. That's the way we should be. Next, you can see there's no toe spring here, so that it doesn't pull your toes up. A lot of running shoes out there and other shoes like pull your toes up like this and to encourage that like roll off. But personally, I don't really love it. It throws off your mechanics, and this is nice. It's nice and flat. The sole that they use, I'm going to say that's give or take an inch. It's like this firm EVA. So this is like, I think they figured out like people really like this, and they have this like base on a lot of their different shoes. So actually right now I'm wearing the Tactical Pro tall boots from LEMS, and you can see here, this actually has the exact same base as this shoe right here. So basically same EVA and actually same tread pattern with the Vibram Megagrip. So this is kind of a firmer EVA. So if you listen here, you can hear that that's kind of dense. And let's talk about the good and maybe the bad to that. So the good is, that's what I would call responsive. So when you hit a rock, you feel it in the sense like that force is transmitted more like quickly and effectively up into your foot. So that helps with your balance, so you actually feel what's going on. Also the good, because it's firm, it's not going to hurt, right? You don't need a rock plate in the shoe, because whatever you're feeling there, you got all this level of protection, right? So that's the good. It's very responsive. So this is why hikers loved the Trail Thrasher, and now this with the Trail Thrasher Pro with the Megagrip. The bad to that is like if you want to go like on a long run in these, and this really isn't a running shoe, although I have run in it, you're just not getting that level of cushion. So if you want a little bit of protection, like that, just like, not protection, because this is very protective, but that cushiness, like if you're doing long miles, you're going to feel like that firmness more. I would say between like the zero amount of toe spring, the zero drop sole, and the no arch support in the shoe, I just feel like connected to the ground. It's really nice. And I like that firmness. So when I do feel something, I can quickly react to it, rather than like teetering over like this soft foaminess. So I like this firmness. I like it in my boots. I have to say I like it in the shoe. Now, if we look at the shoe from the top, I've got a nice voluminous toe box. This uses LEMS widest last, which last meaning like how they actually shape the shoe. This is their widest last, so you get the most amount of toe room for your toes to wiggle. So not only is it quite wide, I also have like plenty of volume here, so I've got lots of room for my toes to wiggle. Now if you look at it, there's like this optical illusion that it like goes in like this, and I have to say that's really just the stitching here, being that the shoe is all black. So if you just focus on this, it looks like it actually goes in. But no, don't look at that. Actually look at the contrast between the shoe here and this table, and you can see it actually goes this way. So when I wear this shoe, my big toe is never being pushed inward at all. It's like I've got lots of room for my toes to wiggle around. It's great. So I'm not like slopping all around in the shoe. They've got some pretty cool like a lacing technique here, right? As some companies say, they call this like snug in the waist, right? So what we can do if we want this right here, like this lacing here, right? Bam, right there. As you tighten that up, that'll actually like give you a little bit of a squeeze, right? So you're not slopping around in the shoe, and of course you can tighten it up even more so. But if you want to keep that a little loose, you can do that too. It's almost like there's two different types of adjustments here, which I thought was kind of neat. So the lace is held in place, which is nice, and the lace is, or I'd say the shoe is gusseted. Right there you can see we got a gusset right here. Okay, so that helps keep some debris out, which is cool. So I have walked and re-walked through this puddle several times because this is like the, I don't know, the 10th time I've shot this video. Cars keep driving by and the like, and you can see I'm just like really getting my foot pretty wet there, like so, and so far my feet feel totally dry. If anything's wet right now, it's probably just the inside of my pants from the excitement of how dry my feet are. So pretty awesome. Being that the upper here is all leather, this shoe will wear out much more slowly than your average shoe that has mesh, where you'll just kind of like blow out through the mess. So being leather, I see this being much more durable. Also too, I could treat the leather and it would be even more like water repellent than it already is. And to be honest, I think the shoe is treated with something already. I'm waterproof, nothing to lose, fire away, fire. The shoe, they advertise that there's some type of waterproof membrane in it, and there must be, because even here on the mesh, like when I walked through the puddle, my foot wasn't getting wet. And one of the other benefits to this being waterproof is, say you're out and about and the douche next to you happens to miss while urinating. Gets on your shoe. And by the dude next to you, I really mean yourself while you're in your friend's pantry because you've had too much to drink-see that night. Now, with that being said, any type of shoe that I've ever had before with any type of waterproof membrane over time, I would say that it kind of wears out as you're doing a bunch of this and a little dirt and debris get into it. There's like little rips in the membrane, so water can start to seep in. But the nice thing is, because the shoe is all leather, again, you got that extra layer of protection, so that's cool. The other thing is your feet will sweat a little bit more in this. So obviously being an all black shoe, currently, well, not right now. Right now I'm in Eastern Europe. Much of the year I'm in Texas. I wouldn't really want to wear this on a hot summer day in Texas. With that membrane, I'm sure my feet would sweat quite a bit in it. But overall, I don't think it's too bad. So the shoe comes with this insole right here. This is, got a little bit of cushion to it. And I tried the shoe with the insole, and then I said, you know what? I think I like it more without it. So I took the insole out. But one of my concerns in taking the insole out is that, like, I've done that in some other shoes before, and I've actually started to wear out some of the fabric here, and especially like up in the forefoot region. I don't know if that would happen with LEMS. I've never tried that with a pair of LEMS before. But what I did instead is I actually took another very thin insole that I had. This actually came with my LEMS Tactical Tall Pro boot, which is the bomb.com. It's like the best boot on the market, especially if you're a soldier. I took that out because that shoe came with, that boot came with 2 insoles, and I just put that in the shoe, and that's like the best. So a little critique I had is I wish the LEMS would offer both of these insoles, the thicker one and the thinner one, and then if you wanted, you could either stack them up or just pick one or the other, and preferably I like this right now. So that'd be a little critique. I wish LEMS would, offer this as well. Perhaps they can do that in the future. Overall, though, I do have one major critique for this shoe. Being that this is a trail shoe, I really wish they gave the option to attach a gaiter. So if you have a boot on, you don't really need to wear gaiters so much because you're not going to get like dirt and debris in here. But this being that it is a trail shoe, I'd love to see like a little D-ring right here where you could attach the gaiter, and like a little Velcro trap back here. If they ever come out with a Trail Thrasher Pro Dos, as they say in Spanish, having a gaiter attachment I think would be crucial. If you're interested in purchasing this shoe, I've put the link in the description below. Just so you know, it's an affiliate link, which means that if you use the link to purchase a pair of shoes, I should get a commission. but it won't cost you anything extra. And in all honesty, I only become an affiliate with companies I actually believe in. LEMS is a great company. They make great footwear that promotes good, natural, healthy movement. I'm willing to partner with them. So what are my overall thoughts? Yeah, this is a great shoe. Honestly, this is a great shoe. If you're looking for a shoe for hiking, this is an awesome shoe. Great shoe for hiking. You don't want to wear that big bulky boot. You want a more like a shoe sneaker. This is great. This shoe is going to be this shoe is going to perform extremely well, being that it's zero drop, responsive sole, Vibram Megagrip. You got that wide toe box to let your toes splay. It's very comfortable. It's going to perform great. If you're looking for that shoe to, say you're a disc golfer, or you just want to go watch your kids' soccer game in the morning, and you don't want to be walking through wet grass and the like, or it's springtime or whatever, you don't want to get your feet wet, this is an awesome shoe. The hot summer months, probably not my go-to shoe, but for the rest of the year, I think it's great. And as the ancient philosophers once said, ye who don't liketh and subscribe, go poo-poo in pants. So you better like, share, subscribe. Or just put a comment if you thought this video was good, funny, bad, sucked, whatever. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.